Let's see, how's the character customization in this game? There actually really isn't much for character customization, because the characters are actually, like, distinct characters with their own story. It doesn't make that much of a difference, but, like, in the Diablo games, your character is just kind of like a... Well, I guess you're kind of an archetype, but the character I'm playing is supposed to actually, like, be somebody specific-ish. Probably not that specific, but... Yeah, how many classes are there? 4 that I know of. There might be more, but I'm pretty sure there's just 4. There's an Inquisitor, there's the High Elf Mage, which I'm playing. Wood Elf Ranger-type character. Is it Stalker? I don't really remember the class name they gave it. And then, a Dwarf Slayer. Be nice if they added more, but honestly, I don't know. It's fun enough without. And I guess that's one more class than Diablo 1 launched with. I never played the Diablo 1 expansion. Actually, speaking of Diablo 1, it was kind of an odd surprise, but they actually released Diablo 1 on Good Old Games, I think earlier today? Which is really cool, because, I don't know. Diablo 1 was a lot of fun, and it's kind of neat that it's being archived in some kind of purchasable manner. I still had it connected to my my Blizzard account or something like that. But for a lot of people, like, there really wasn't a whole lot of easy places to get it, from what I remember. I don't remember that well. I've never really looked into it just because it's like, yeah, it's an older game. Now, if they did an HD remaster of Diablo 1, I think it'd be a little bit more... Oh, hello. Oh, I see. I completely ignored the objective, thinking that was just to leave, but no, the objective is that portal, and I have to depower it by interacting with the little nurgly bits. I getcha. I understand. I smell what the nurgle is cooking, and I really wish I wasn't. These freaking whirlwinds are nuts. Do a ton of damage. Like, I like the fire breath, but the whirlwinds might straight up be better. Might. I don't know. Okay, we just got something called Phantom Blade, which I gotta check that out. Yep, hello. Okay, Phantom Blade. 3-strike combo that deals magic damage and repels this enemy. Generates energy. Oh, cool. I don't know. It doesn't grab me in the way that burning everything to death does. Setting everybody on fire. Now that's satisfying. 3-hit combo might need some oomph. Oh, wouldn't that be disappointing if we get to the Slayer and his attack combo looks something like that? I guess it depends in actual action. We'll have to see how it goes. But I should probably actually use my portal to get around. I mean, it's a pretty short cooldown. Oh, I see what that really annoying noise is. That really annoying noise is him buffing everybody. Why is that so loud? I don't get. It is confusing. Help. I don't know. But yeah, I'm noticing now that I've gone full magic find, we're finding a lot more orange items than we were previously. I think we only found like 1 or 2 originally, and now it's just like every couple of enemies. I appreciate. What are these noises? Oh, the whirlwinds are knocking the little nurglings, like actually flinging them away. That's no good. I need them to at least stay on their feet so they can get ripped apart. I don't want them to get flung around, unless, of course, it actually started doing bonus damage. Games that let you, like, concuss an enemy into a wall and do bonus damage for doing so, those are good games. Sadly, they are few and far between. Let's see, what are nurglings? They're the little, like, teeny guys that keep running at me. I think those are nurglings. I could be wrong. But nurglings are the little guys. I could be very, very wrong in this. I don't generally flex my Warhammer knowledge, because I don't have Warhammer knowledge. And people tend to get mad at me when I even attempt. So at this point, I don't. Let's see, you seem pretty tanky for a mage. I think they made it so that all of the classes... I mean, maybe the Slayer is going to be more durable, but, like, I think they made all of the classes fairly durable in comparison. I'm also on a lower difficulty. I could turn it up. Like, it might be kind of like a Diablo 3 if you've ever played it. You know, the lower difficulties, you slowly kind of grow out of them. And eventually have to, like, pump yourself up to higher levels just to feel vaguely threatened. And so, like, apart from one or two different enemies here, yeah, most things have just been kind of cakewalkish. And I could probably turn up the difficulty somewhere. I haven't bothered yet. Anything but normal difficulty is locked. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't checked yet. I almost always just play every game on normal if I can. Just because, like... it almost always feels like that's the difficulty the developers, you know, built the game for. You know, sometimes hard is the true difficulty. Or in the case of, like, what's a good example? I guess the Metro games, Ranger. Ranger is the true perfect difficulty. At least as far as I'm concerned. I don't know. I straight up haven't played the Metro games on any of the other difficulty levels, but Ranger just feels so good and so right. I suppose everything else where everybody's like, I don't know, maybe kind of meatbaggy? Oh, there's a big one. That's what the deal is. Shame the tornadoes don't home in. Maybe that'll be a lower, or like a later upgrade. Because that would be helpful. Ow. I have thousands of HP. There's a weird feeling. I'm really not used to having thousands of HP in these games. Maybe... well, I guess I had a decent chunk in Diablo 3. I'm just not used to having thousands of HP within, like, by level 15. This game might end up with some crazy number bloat by the end of it. Though, again, I think Diablo 3 actually had similar things. I think I was hitting in the millions by the time I was done. It also has been a while. Yeah, let's use this. I barely ever even get the chance to use this anyway. Wow, that is effective. Get him in a small corridor. Oof. What other good Diablo games have I not, Diablo-style games have I not played yet? There's a number. I want to play Torchlight 2. I haven't done a series on that one yet. I want to do Grim Dawn. I want to do Path of Exile. What are the other ones that I'm missing along the way? In Diablo 3, the difficulty I play on, most of the main bosses have 1.4 to 3 billion health. Ugh. Yep, that's some number bloat. Titan's Quest, yeah. My one problem with Titan's Quest is, like, I've played Grim Dawn, and it feels like the superior version to me. And so, like, it's a little hard for me to go back to, Titan's Quest itself. I'd probably do it someday, especially if I could do, like, proper local co-op on, like, a console with Shell or something. Because that'd be satisfying. Okay, is this the right way? Yeah, it is. I wonder, what do you think about Fortress Craft Evolve? I've never played it. Someday, maybe. But I'm a busy person. Just because there's so many video games.
Behold, brothers and sisters, the Eye of Argoth. Lord Nurgle is pleased at Magnus's fall, and he has favored me with his blessing. Asavar Kul is dead, but soon a new Chaos Lord will rise to take his place. All hail the Lord of Pestilence!
Whoops. Hello! How do you feel about local weather problems? You better feel about local weather problems, because I'm creating some. Yeah, okay, that's pretty satisfying. I like the fire breath, but those whirlwinds made short work of them. Are those treasure chests just from me? Yes? Nom 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 nom.
The cult is no more, High Lord Master. The fools were no match for the might of the Azure.
And what of Kessler himself?
He escaped, High Lord Master. I could not stop him. His power was as great as anything we encountered at Kislev.
What power? He just ran up the stairs.
We have underestimated our foe, High Lawmaster. This is no mere cult leader we're dealing with, but possibly a champion of Nurgle, blessed by the Unclean One itself.
That explains the presence of the Ungors. Kessler has summoned them to form his warband and solidify his power.
What does that tell us?
It says that the cult was the least of our worries. They were nothing more than a means to an end. We must find Kessler, and quickly. Meet me back at the tower when you are ready to proceed.
Alright. So I get EXP, a very small amount of money, some gems, favors of the gods, and nothing else up here. Oh, nope, smidge of gold. How much gold am I trucking around with? It feels like I should be bloody rich by this point. But in actuality, I have... Yeah, wow. I've got 21,000 gold. They are... I think I found the boss? Okay, no, never mind. He does have power, unimaginable power. As I don't seem to be able to hurt him at all. There's... Alright. That's confusing. He's just still there. Well, we know he's invincible. And immovable. And unfazable. At least I decided to play as... Wait. Where's the exit? Oh, no. Did it actually bug out on me? Let's see, do I have a... Oh! Hello! So you know those gems I've been picking up, the fragments? They're for this. Alright. I think this might have broken, though. Yep. It busted. Can I just leave area? Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redo this one. Well, it'll be faster with the extra gear. But the guy was supposed to despawn. Oh, no, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's quickly double check my equipment. So, extra loot quality always. It's even more loot quality. That does not give me loot quality. That's even more loot quality. Let's see, what about these pants? Come on. Nope, not a single bit of loot quality was found. Maybe certain pieces of equipment do not have loot quality bonuses. Looks like we're good. Okay, what about the staves? Yeah, I don't see loot quality on these. Oh, but I do see loot quality on the amulets. What is this giving me? Crit damage, max health, counterattack damage. Nope, we're going full loot quality. I don't even care. I am a one-trick pony. Alright, onwards! Let's see. Your feats have caught your god's attention. View their gifts in the Divine Favors tab. In the menu. Okay, so, yeah, that's this. So we have favor points. Well, we had to get that one. So what do we get next? Max health, armor, max health. Fire totem explodes after a few seconds, dealing heavy damage to enemies. Kind of okay. Let's see, Master of the Winds. Max energy is increased. Max energy is increased. Damage taken while static. Burning enemies take more magical damage. Energy costs and cooldowns are increased. Damage dealt and damage taken are reduced. So I think that's supposed to be like, to be tankier? I am confused. Unfortunately, like, most of these perks don't actually seem like they are worth it. The only one that does seem worthwhile is Master of the Winds for just maximum energy. Now, can I just beeline for a different Master of the Winds? Oh, I see. No, I have to go this way. Oh, also, these bigger ones actually contribute a little bit more. So the bigger the node, the more specific the effect. Extra armor, extra damage, health, extra cost reduction. Armor, max energy, max energy. Armor, critical damage. It won't actually let me scroll with the mouse. Awkward. Oh. Plus 10% armor, minus 5% critical damage. Why would I go for this one over, like, this? Maybe it's a cost situation? Critical damage, reduced energy generation. So some of them actually have penalties. Less on the lower side, though. Okay, well, I'm probably going to go this direction. I think, because the fiery totem doesn't seem as useful for what I'm doing. Okay, so I can get armor extra damage. There's a lot of extra armor, too. Oh, I see. I need a fair bit more to get that. Oh, they get pricey, too. Yeah, so it gets progressively more expensive as you go along. Well, that's fine. Okay. Allows you to change the position of the last spell cast. Winds of Magic Manipulation archetype skill. Huh. Okay. So there's more to this than I thought. I'm gonna get Etheric Storm. And yeah, the rest of these they're okay. Let's see, we've done all of our loot management, so we can get rid of things. Okay, so let's get rid of all this loot. I don't think this character will carry over at all, or any of this loot out of the beta period, but I might as well play this as seriously as possible for the time being, just because the game is actually kind of legitimately a lot of fun. Reputation rewards. Oh, hey, so that actually gets me a buttload of gems. Which means we can actually get this. Cool. And now that we've done that, I want to take a look at my status. So, my armor is higher, obviously. No health regen, but that's fine. I want to look at the bottom. Loot quality is 457. It was higher earlier. I thought it was higher. I thought it was like 500. Oh, because I had Favor of the Gods for a little while. As long as I was undefeated. I gotcha.
There is no time to waste, Elantir. A champion of Nurgle is loose beneath the streets of Nuln, and the city is in terrible danger.
How can this be? Kessler's cult has been destroyed.
A chaos cult is an extension of its master. Most are nothing more than depraved souls dabbling in powers beyond their ken. But Kessler is different. Somehow he learned enough forbidden lore to win Nurgle's blessing and rise to the rank of champion.
I should have guessed the truth when you first fought the Ungors. No human cult could command such loyalty from the Beastmen. They are here to form the Chaos Champions War Band.
They will have been promised blood and flesh in return for their service. Now that the champion has ascended, he must pay their price or risk the wrath of Nurgle. If Kessler unleashes them on the city, the slaughter will be terrible.
I have sensed the presence of chaos magic deep in the sewers. Search the area and follow Kessler's trail back to his lair. Once we've found his hidden camp, we will decide what to do next.
Okay. This is a fairly in-depth beta. Usually with betas, I usually only expect, maybe an hour, 2 tops. This is not bad, actually. I'm looking forward to the main game coming out. I think it'll have local co-ops. I'll maybe rope Shell in, just because. I don't know, these games are always more fun with the second person. And any game that I can play local co-op, especially without it being split screen, is a good feeling. At least for me. I don't know. And that main attack just feels so good. Never mind, that feels really good. That lasts for a while, too. Damn. I mean, obviously, I'm only going to be able to use it occasionally, but, like, if I need to wreck a group, there's my answer. The one true, like, complaint I think I would have about this game is just the lack of variety is actually a bit on the painful side. There's a lot of repeated room chunks over and over and over again. And maybe once we're out of Nuln, it won't be a big deal. But I've seen a lot of these hallway chunks over and over again at this point, and it's getting a bit noticeable. Miss games that you can make a shadow copy so you can play multiplayer with someone. Oh, dude, Spawn in StarCraft is amazing. It's like, hey, yeah, let's play some Evolution. Just install a bunch of Spawn copies on people, and then bada bing, bada boom. There you go, co-op time. It was fun. I miss those days. Then again, at this point, I don't know. I guess video games have become a little bit more commonplace. It's easier to pick them up. Spawn copies were nice. The one problem is I would run into is it would still have like a bunch of compatibility issues. Like, you would not believe how many like co-op sessions I had to like axe just because co-op multiplayer. How many LAN parties just devolved into, why won't this game work on somebody's computer? Why can't you connect to somebody else's computer? Like, we straight up had this like bizarre hierarchy of who could host, because like different people were you know, different people could only connect to certain computers and stuff, and it was miserable. So I think we actually, of all of the computers, only my like old crappy one at the time would be findable for everybody. And so no matter what, I was stuck on the really crap computer for far too long, just so I'd be able to host. And then eventually I think I got a new computer that actually could host everybody, or we changed the router around and it solved it. I have fond memories of those days, but like, it cannot compare to the convenience of modern times, where most games just let you go right in, no problems, no question asked, nothing. Just like, yeah, it's multiplayer time. Let's play some Deep Rock Galactic. Let's play some Astroneer. Admittedly, Astroneer has some like serious performance issues that like give me extreme pause. Arcane Hail, Superior. Oh, that's probably the, it's probably the Zappy spell. Okay, let's get rid of the, Phantom Blade and try out Arcane Hail. Just because I'm curious how that works with, pretty convenient with the controller, because it auto-aims. A little more annoying with the mouse. But at least the multiplayer worked on the first try. I think it actually took us about 10 minutes to get going in Astroneer. But, like, compared to the hours that I would spend at certain LAN parties back in the day, it's not even comparable. Like, it is so nice being able to just plug and play. So it's like, I do miss the days where you could just do, like, a shadow copy of a game and just play with friends. On the other hand, like, it's worth the money. Also, this fireball is just considerably better than anything else. Hell, it's better than most of my attack spells just because of the sheer range, explosion, and the fact that it sets the ground on fire on top of all of it. I had some great LAN parties, though. Some really bad ones, too. Oh god, what was it? I've complained about the time period where my friend group discovered free-to-play Korean, like, shooters and MMOs and stuff. Those got kind of messy. Just gonna let him get zapped, dude. Owie. His puke is pain. Let's see, LAN parties can be good with any game. Yeah. What were some great ones? I had a lot of fun with Dokkan Kingdom. I sincerely hope someday somebody makes a Dokkan Kingdom for PC, just so I can play it with people. I guess honestly, I have a Wii U, and I actually have friends that I could invite over locally. Maybe I'll actually get the chance to do Dokkan Kingdom as a thing. My one problem is, like, LAN parties are really cool, but the older I get, and, you know, obviously with the prevalence of the internet, most people are just going to say, like, let's just play online, and I'm like, it'd be cool. It's cool to do stuff online. The other thing is, like, most of my friend groups have always been, you know, in drastically different states. And, like, that's always made it a little tougher. Of like, hey, let's get together and play something. Online? Sure. And I'm like, in person? But, you know, I'm sure that even if, well, I guess nowadays, most of the people I do know are actually, you know, within driving distance of me, which is kind of cool. I get the feeling, like, if I said, like, hey, let's do a LAN party, most people would be like, maybe. I don't know. At least this year I'll probably be able to go to Stumpness, which is kind of cool. Tried doing a Baldur's Gate LAN party. It didn't go well. The networking code was garbage. I actually have played Baldur's Gate 1 through start to finish. Like in multiplayer before. With my little brother and my dad. It worked great. It was a lot of fun. I don't think I'd do it again. At least, I don't think I would do it again with, like, a large group, just because of the time investment. But, like, it was fun. It was pretty cool, too. My problem with CRPGs is they tend to be a little bit lengthy. I will play not Diablo, Divinity Original Sin, whatever the next one's going to be. 3, presumably, unless they decide to change again. The Divinity games have always been a little bit on the variable side. Quality-wise-ish? And it wasn't until, like, Divinity Original Sin 2... 1 was pretty good, 2 was amazing. And it wasn't until that point that they really hit their stride. So what about Icewind Dale? We played Icewind Dale together, my brother, my dad, and I, but we never got very far in it. My brother kept going, I think it was what happened. We, like, started playing together, and then I had to go off and do other things. And then my brother just kept playing on the same save file, which, honestly, I can't fault him. Icewind Dale is a great game. They all are. It's just... I can't generally afford to play them. And also, I'm not a big fan of, I'm not a big fan of these games without, turn-based gameplay anymore. I kind of wish Pillars of Eternity 2 had actually been turn-based. I think I would have actually been a little bit more, inclined to stick with it. Because turn-based battles are, yeah, slower, but there's just something really satisfying about having that kind of, like, fine-tuning for positioning and stuff. You can kind of do, like, active time battle controls and whatnot, and like kind of active pausing. But I've always been much more of a fan of like, you know, pause, move your character to X tile, you know, launch off a fireball in this general direction, so on and so forth. Let's see. Nope. Everybody gets toasty. I really like the pyromania in this. It's fun. But yeah, so on the topic of turn-based stuff, you know, previously I'd played all of my CRPGs with the exception of, I want to say Temple of Elemental Evil. I want to say Temple of Elemental Evil was turn-based. Maybe not, actually. It might have been real-time, I just remember pausing frequently. But it wasn't until Divinity that I really got to play a CRPG that was turn-based, and it was just so incredibly satisfying. Good God, this level design is kind of garbage. It's the exact same tile next to itself as a branching path. But yeah, so, you know, playing through Divinity Original Sin 1 was pretty cool, and 2 was a lot of fun. And, like, I hope the CRPG industry kind of changes accordingly, because we've had like a resurgence lately, but I think they've always kind of lacked that modern touch until, yeah, Larian Studios just started rocking it. I will play more. Hello. There's a bunch of... There's a bunch of baddies. Never mind, they're all dead. Whee! And 1 was a unique game, and 2 was a unique game with polish. Yeah, I didn't like the plot in either of them. Larian Studios is a lot of things, but their writing is kind of all over the place. Maybe, it was cohesive enough, I just didn't enjoy it. But then again, I've had trouble enjoying the plots in a whole lot of video games lately. I don't know. Maybe it's just like I've seen it all, or writing has kind of dropped off over the years. See, it's a sewer. Why would they want to make it convoluted and hard to navigate? I'm just curious why there's so much space in this sewer. Like, if I lived in a universe where I knew that there was a whole cult that liked to inhabit sewers, I probably would make my sewers very small and very inconvenient. And very, like, slanty and stuff. You know, it's like, you can't have cult meetings down here. It's too slick with all the poop. You're just gonna slide down the poop chute into the lake. I don't know. Just seems... Yep, it's this guy again. Yeah, we should probably just... Don't mind me, just setting up a lightning storm. Hello. I guess I should probably actually just pop that off. Wow. He really doesn't like that. Okay, I'm holding on to that lightning spell. The active slow is incredibly good against, The active slow is incredibly good against, single targets like that. How would you maintain the sewers? Do you think people would maintain these, like, extra large sewers? There's nurglings everywhere. I'd rather have a small, unmaintainable sewers that doesn't attract nurglings than a large sewer that you can maintain that attracts endless amounts of nurglings. Like, I don't know. Either that or I would make my sewer extremely easy to set on fire all at once. You know, just like flame jets everywhere. There's got to be enough gases. I mean, look at that. That's probably flammable.
Here is the path that leads to Kessler's lair. I must return to the High Lore Master with news.
Just, you know, make sure all the fire is going to spew out, like, somewhere convenient. Like, oh man, that's perfect. You burn all the rats. Or oh, that's perfect. You weaponize. So you bring a bunch of Nurglings in, which fill the sewers with flammable shit. At which point, you're under attack by some other rival faction. Say the Dark Elves are coming. You set fire to the Nurgling dens, which of course burns them all out, and pretty much covers your entire, like, defensive line in non-stop Nurgling fire. So not only would it be two birds with one very flaming stone, man, I'd be a terrible architect in the Warhammer universe. My city's gonna fall to chaos real quick.
I have done it, High Lore Master. Kessler's sorcerer's trail led to an ancient cavern that connects to the sewers. It's part of a network of caves that run for miles to the west, beyond the edge of the city.
Now we know how the servants of chaos were getting into the sewers. There's an ancient set of ruins west of the city. Perhaps that is where the enemy's camp is hidden.
I do not doubt it. Prepare yourself. There will be hard fighting ahead. Return to me when you are ready to make your assault.
Alright. And they're gone. Oh, we're meeting them at the sewer entrance. That's fine. Hello!
The time to strike is now. Witch Hunter Voss has assembled his men here at the tower. They will move in as soon as you have breached the camp's defenses and defeated Kessler. The Beastmen will have fortified their camp using whatever materials are at hand. They will be present in great numbers and hungry for human flesh. The key to victory is Kessler. Defeat him, and the others will break, just as they did at Kislev.
Alright. Well, first and foremost, we should probably double check my equipment for the many loot quality upgrades. Please give me something. I gotta push it up, man. I gotta have more loot quality. Let's see, that's slightly worse. Nope, just the sword. Oh, that's fine. I'm going to be weaker, but I'm going to be covered in loot. I mean, honestly, judging by the amount of loot quality items that I've gotten so far and, like, gold items, this is 100% worth it. Even though I've got a dump stat in loot quality, the overall quality of every single item I've got on is pretty much better than everything I've got. And more loot quality. Ah, I've got a problem. Don't at me. See, that's better. Oh no. Oh no. That's... Yep, I gotta do it. Gotta feed the addiction. So I lose a little bit of crit chance, a little bit of damage, a lot of max health, but that's fine. A little bit of energy. Nope, that's fine. Alright, what is my loot quality at? Ah, it is 910%. That is literally double what I had. Yes. Alright, let's do this by hand. So much better than with a controller. Hey, thank you, Dark Ubi, for the 15-month resub. I think I missed somebody else up there. I gotta scroll up in a second. Ah, I had a lot of loot down while I was down there, apparently. My reputation goes up. There we go. Yep, and punched it with my face. Okay, who's the other one I missed? Did I miss? Might not have missed anybody, actually. That's a good sign. I try. Yep, I got them all. Yeah, so much loot quality. Look, if it lets me go for if it lets me increase my overall magic find, then yeah, I'm going for it. Watch me just end up with, like, really end game stuff along the way. That'd be a thing of beauty.